So my purpose here is to help my students here make a graph from Excel and at the same time find the best fit line of their data, regression line as it's sometimes called. So let's get into it. I have my data table here. This is my minutes that we were basically measuring the different masses of our two cells that we made using dialysis tubing, very important AP lab that we do. And in any case, let's get started. So I'm going to basically click these two. Oops, I'm just going to kind of click and drag, okay, that data. And I'm going to make a line graph. I'm going to pick this right here. And there I go with their very uncustomized version of our lines here. So I'm just going to make this big so we can see it. I want to basically, I want to get the information. So I want to assign the data, select data. So I'm going to select the data. And the reason I'm going to do this is because I want to change the series 1, which is this right here, to call it cell 1. So I'm just going to type in cell 1. And then series 2, I'm going to type in control. Okay, so now that way I now have actual on my graph those different colors, those different lines done that way. And something else I like to do is I want to select my x-axis. Right now my x-axis just gives me 1 through 6, but I want to make it equal to the actual values of the minutes. So I'm going to click this button here, and now I'm just going to select this right here. Oop, didn't drop and drag, and here we go. And then I am done, hit enter. And I think I'm go, and I'm good. All right, so now I've gotten that. And of course you can select some other things. For instance, I can select this type of quick chart layouts, and I can put my chart table, and this could be the cell membrane test 1, as we probably did 3 tests. Okay, and I could change my tick lines and everything else here, and so we're off and running. Okay. And again, I do right click, but you can do so many, you can basically go right to the different areas. So let's just get right to where I want to show you. And again, you can fool around with all the different other options, but I'm going to click right on the graph. I want to take this graph, this graph here with the data points, and essentially what I want to do is I want to find the best fit line. So I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to right click. Okay, and the reason I do that is I want to do the format or add the trend line, and it's going to ask me what kind of trend line. Basically, I want a linear regression. I want to see the trend or the best fit line. I hit OK, and basically right there it's giving me my linear regression, best fit line. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing for the lower one, do the best fit line. So I add trend line, and there we go. And so I have that. You can't really see that because this one's pretty flat and linear. But if we make this bigger, maybe it appears or comes out. All right. So we've got the best fit lines, but we really want the equation for a straight line. So what we're going to do is I'm going to click on that trend line the best I can, try to right click, and I'm going to format that trend line. Okay, and I want the options, and I want to display the equation on the chart, that y equals mx plus p right there. Okay, and I'm going to make it bigger. So I'll go to the home key and I'll type in, I don't know, make it some big so I can read it, about 18. Oh yeah, right there. So we can read, there's the equation for the line. And what I'm after in this lab is the slope. So 0.8814 is my slope. Y equals mx plus b, that is my slope. And that tells me the change of time, and this, I'm sorry, change of mass, grams per minute. Okay, this one's flatter, so I'm going to kind of click on the trend line here, format the trend line, do the same thing. Options, I'm going to display the equation on the chart. Hit OK, it's kind of small. I'm going to move it up. I'm going to click on a bigger value. What did I click on 18 before? Okay, and I can make all kinds of other nice little changes. And there it is. And I can see that this slope is a lot smaller. There's a less rate of what? Change of water going into that control cell than you did the test cell. And of course, this is the control. The difference between those is the effect, right? Okay, this is happening without anything. This is happening beyond anything, so the difference here is what we're after. So there's a basic way to do that. I know that you may have your laptop and have a different menus coming up, but you're looking for the trend line and then the options in the trend line to get you the equation. And we want the slope and the slope shown. Okay, you can pretty this up any way you like with the other nice little nifty functions that this gives you, but that's essentially what I'd like you to have. Thank you, and good night.